Please switch on your camera, dear.
Yes, I'm sure. 1 second.
Okay, so what we did in the last class is respiration in organisms.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So we started with the respiration in organisms. Okay. So we discussed about what is respiration. Okay. So this is a kind of process where the glucose, which is the energy form, is broken down into what? Into simpler ones to provide the energy. Okay. So in this we include two processes. First, which is the cellular respiration, okay, and the other is the breathing. Fine. So breathing is simply the inhalation and the exhalation of the air. Okay, you are whenever you are inhaling the oxygen and you are giving off the carbon dioxide. Okay, these two processes are involved in your respiration. Fine. So since inhalation and exhalation is a physical process, okay, so you can see the air taking it into your body because your thoracic cavity which is there, it expands. Okay, whenever you are taking air inside your body and it whenever you are exhaling it, so what it is doing, it is compressing. Fine. So if I talk about the respiratory system, so it is divided into two, upper and lower respiratory system. Okay, so upper is divided into the nasal cavity from where we are taking the air, then pharynx, then larynx. Larynx is also known as the voice box. Okay. Then we have the lower respiratory tract, which is the trachea. Trachea is also known as the windpipe, and it is guarded by the epiglottis. So whenever it is said that you should not speak while eating something because your epiglottis is open. So what will happen, that food particle will enter into your windpipe and cause the obstruction of the airway. Fine. Then you have, let's say this is your trachea. Okay. It has divided into two lungs. Fine. The branch shape is the bronchioles. Okay. And further you have the air sacs at the end of these bronchioles where gaseous exchange takes place. So these are known as the alveoli. Understood? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Share your video is off, dear. I can't see you.
Ma'am. Ma'am, now?
No, dear. Okay, you please take the screenshot of this
Oh,
so that you can write it in your notebook.
okay, yes, ma'am. Done.
Done? Okay. Shreya, just give me 1 minute. Okay, have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to see my video, Shreya?
Ma'am, I can only see the background of Learnivio.
Fine. Now, coming on to the inhalation, a difference between the respiration and the breathing. Okay, so respiration is simply, it is the breaking down of the glucose to produce the energy. Okay, because your glucose is the energy source, whereas breathing is taking the oxygen in and exhaling the carbon dioxide out. Okay, since respiration takes place within the cell. Okay, so say this is a chemical process, or I can say the active process. Whereas if it is your breathing is a physical process, because you would be able to see the movements whenever air is coming and wherever air is leaving. Okay, but you can't see the process, whole process which is occurring inside the cell. Fine. So it is taking place inside the cell, especially at the place mitochondria, because energy is being produced, okay, into this mitochondria. Fine, which will be utilized by the body to perform all the functions. Whereas this air can move through the mouth, then from the nose, then to mouth and other structures, pharynx, larynx, then trachea, then finally to the lungs. Okay. Now, if I talk about the respiration, so this process you can't control. That's why it is involuntary. Whereas if I talk about the breathing, so you would be able to hello, hello. Shreya, I can't hear you, dear. Am I audible to you?
Yes, but mom, sorry, I was on mute. But mom, you can see me, right?
Yes, I can see you. Yes. So I was
Yeah.
speaking that your respiration is involuntary, whereas breathing can be controlled by your will. Yes or no? For few seconds, you can control your breath. So this is a voluntary process. Okay. Whereas in the case where it is involuntary, so it is in the case of sleep. During sleep, you can't control your breath. Okay.
Me, involuntary is can't be controlled.
Yes, involuntary that we can't control, which is not under our control, and voluntary which can be controlled. Okay,
Yeah.
and here since it is taking place inside the cell, so there will be production of energy in the form of ATP, which is there into your mitochondria. Here, no production of energy is taking place. Okay, so we have done only till here yesterday. So I want you to take the screenshot of this. Or do you want to write it? Oh, okay, you take the screenshot so that I can show you the parts of the respiratory system. Okay.
Okay, mom. Okay, mom, done. I took the screenshot.
So let me share the video with you so that you can understand everything. Abdul, Nourish, are you people there?
Yes, ma'am.
Abdul, are you there? Abdul, Nourish, please switch on your camera. Saad, where are you? See, if you are entering the meeting, then you have to switch on your camera. Then you have to reply also. Okay. If you are attending the meeting and you are not
Yes, ma'am.
replying to any of my questions or any of my things, so how can I come to know that you people are attentive and attending the class? Okay, so always keep your camera on. 1 minute, I'm showing it. Yes. So if you people can see, this is the complete respiratory system. Okay. So observe this video, all of you please observe this video. Yes. So the air has entered through your
And
nostrils.
that, ma'am.
Okay, Sad, let me show them this video. You have already seen it. Please revise it. Okay. So the
Okay,
air has entered through the nose and entered into the trachea. Okay. So see, this is the nasal cavity. Okay. After coming down, this is your mouth. After coming down, you have the larynx. Okay, above this you have the pharynx. If you are coming down, this is divided into two lungs. So this bifurcation is of trachea only. Okay, if you can observe, these branch shape are the bronchioles, and at the end you have the bronchi. I want to ask one question. Is your lung covered with any bony structure?
Ma'am, is the lung covered with what? Sorry?
Any bony structure?
Yes, ma'am, rib cage.
Yes. So these are the ribs. How many pair of ribs do you have?
12, I guess.
Yes. It's 12 pair of ribs. 12 here and 12 here. So your lungs are under the thoracic cage to protect them. Okay.
Ma'am, the
Now
lungs
if
and
you
the
can
heart, right?
observe, sorry, you said something, Shreya.
The lungs and the heart.
Yes, the heart is in between your lungs. Okay. I'll show you that also. Now understand the process. This air is being inhaled through the nose. And in what cases the air is inhaled from the mouth? Whenever your nose is blocked. Okay. Now the air is entering through the nasal cavity. Okay. Now it is going to the pharynx. Okay. This structure is pharynx. Then larynx. Okay. Which is the voice box. Now why we are calling it as the voice box? Larynx. Sad has to tell you. I told him the reason yesterday. Sad, why are we calling larynx as a voice box?
Ma'am, because like what do you call when we speak it, the sound that is forming, it's formed from the larynx, because the mouth and the nose is connected from there.
Hmm. Is this correct reason, or what type of structures do you have within your larynx? I told you yesterday, vocal cords are there. Okay,
Yes,
vocal
ma'am.
cords are there whenever the air is entering the larynx. So those two vocal cords are the membranes. Okay, they are present on either sides. So they will get vibrated. Now I am speaking how? The air which is going into through my respiratory tract, that is vibrating my vocal cords, and I am able to speak. Okay, so here also air is the medium which vibrates the two vocal cords, and after vibration the sound is being produced. Okay, so now it is going into the trachea. Okay, trachea is known as the windpipe, which is the common passage for
The air to travel from like the nose to the lungs.
food and wind. Okay, that's why it is guarded by the epiglottis. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Now within the trachea you have ciliated structures. Why? Sada has to tell. Why do we have ciliated structures? Sad,
Yes, ma'am.
what are the ciliated? Why do we have ciliated structures within the trachea?
In the trachea,
Yes. Nourish, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Why your video is not on?
Um, like, should I try? Because I'm not sure of answer, but like maybe I know.
Yes, you can try.
Okay. I'm not sure, but it's like probably there to like for the smooth movement of a wind or the food.
Not exactly the wind, the smooth movement of the mucus. Your mucus is usually secreted and get accumulated in the respiratory tract. Okay, so you have the cilia present over here. So whenever there will be mucin production, mucin accumulation, these cilia, this ciliary movement will help them in removing. Okay, understood?
For the smooth movement of the mucus.
Yes. Now we have other structures. Are you people able to see the video?
No, mom, it's stuck on cilia.
Let me check it. Okay, yes. Yes. So now from the trachea, the air has entered into the lungs. So we have seen about the cilia also. Okay. Now trachea is bifurcated into two parts. Okay, in each lung. You can see these branches. Okay, these are the bronchioles. Okay. So now air is entering into the two lungs and each bronchi. Okay. Each set is known as the bronchi and the branches are known as the bronchioles. Okay. So now they are going into each bronchi. Now, Shreya, you were telling about the heart. So this is the heart. Okay. It is present in between the lungs. Now, is it at the center or it is at the left side? My question is to you, Shreya.
Is the heart at the I think it's towards the right left, I guess.
The heart is present between the two lungs. But what's the thing? The apex, or I can say the base of the heart, is slightly tilted towards the left lung. Okay? It is not exactly at the left side. This is a misconception that people usually say that heart is at the left side. No, it is in between the lungs. But since the base is slightly tilted towards the left side, the left lung, that's why we are calling it to be at the left side, but it is not exactly at the left side. Okay, only some of the part is tilted towards the left, and due to this reason your right lung is greater than or larger than the left lung. Okay, because some of the space of the left lung is taken by the heart. Okay, that's why it is smaller as compared to the right lung. So after going into the bronchi, okay, the air is entering into the bronchioles, the branch shapes. Okay. So now we have the balloon sacs. Okay, I told you at the end of every branch shape, you have the bronchioles. Oh, sorry, you have the alveoli, and they are the air sacs. Now arteries are coming from here and veins are coming from here. So they are making up the capillaries. So I can say the alveoli are surrounded by the capillary walls. Okay, they are surrounded by the capillaries, richly supplied by the capillaries. Okay, now whenever the air enters into them, they will inflate. Okay, they increases in size. But whenever air leaves these spaces, they come into their original form. Okay, this is how the gaseous exchange takes place, and it takes place only at this level. Okay, these are known as the alveoli. Fine, understood? The whole parts of the respiratory system. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's come. Give me 1 minute. I'm sharing the slides with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now coming on to why there is a need to respire. Can anybody tell me? Up till now, we have understood the difference between the breathing and the respiration. So why there is the need of respiration in the humans or any other organism? Harish, now you have to. Harish, you have to answer now.
Yes, ma'am.
Why there is the need to respire?
Because
Yes.
for
Why there is a need to respire? Why not audible to you dear? Shreya, can you tell me? Why humans need to respire?
Why homework to respect? I'm like respiration is essential. So because ma'am, a human body is made up of cells. Okay, like a human organism is a multicellular organism. So these cells can only perform like their work through the energy which they get through respiration.
So, one word answer to gain the energy. Okay? One word answer to gain the energy. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Respiration is required to gain energy. Now, how the humans gain the energy? Fine. Let's say this is your cell. This is your complete cell. You have the nucleus in between to this. This is the nucleus. Okay. This plasma membrane. The outer part is the plasma membrane. Fine. Then you have in between the nucleus. Okay. Then in between your, or I can say the intracellular content, the fluid is the cytoplasm. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So within the cytoplasm, you have various cell organelles. Okay, it could cell organelles such as your,
Something's there from M also.
sorry,
Something's there from like M, like IDK, how to pronounce
cell
it.
organelles such as your Golgi apparatus. Okay, Golgi apparatus is there. Fine. Then you have the mitochondria. Yes or no?
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria is also there. So the requirement here within the cell is of mitochondria. Let's say this is your mitochondria. Because cellular respiration is taking place within the mitochondria. Okay, this is your mitochondria, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Okay, powerhouse of the cell. Understood? Now, why we are calling it as the powerhouse of the cell? Because there is the generation of energy which we are getting for the work to do in the form of adenosine triphosphate. Okay, and this it is taking only by combining with the glucose. Understood? Yes or no? This is being taken by combining with the glucose during the aerobic respiration. So under this we have two types of respiration, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Okay, so during aerobic respiration in the presence of oxygen, okay, C6H12O6, in the presence of oxygen, okay, what does it releases? Carbon dioxide, water and energy. Understood? Yes or no? So this glucose, which you are getting from the food, okay, and the air is also coming in your body, which is the oxygen. When this food is combining with the oxygen, it is giving off carbon dioxide back, which is being removed from your body. Okay, production of water and the release of energy in the form of ATP that can be further utilized by the body to perform all the functions. Understood? Is it clear to you people? Yes or no? Okay. So I want you people to draw this and simply write the need for respiration to gain the energy. And why do we require the energy? Any idea? Why do we require the energy? What are the processes? Sad, you have to tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Can you see the question again?
You are not concentrating in the class. Your mind is somewhere else. Whenever you are coming for the class, always keep your mind attentive. I was asking why do we require energy in our body? Can you tell me the processes for which energy is required? Your mic is off. I
I
can't.
can't understand like energy what? Like process of like the how energy is formed or like what is energy used in?
Why do we require energy? For what purposes? For what processes in your body energy is required? Is my question not simple, Shreya?
I understood, ma'am. I understood what I was saying. Like, ma'am, the energy, yeah, like the energy, it is that used for like the functioning of the body, and then it depends
Can
on
you
many
tell me
things. Like
those
if they,
functions? I'm asking the name of those functions.
like what do you call, like the, uh, like how like digestion, how does it work? Like respiration, it is, energy is also used, and then what do you call, like
For
if you
excretion,
the
you
proper
require,
blood flow, proper blood
yes,
flow.
for the proper transportation, your energy is required. Okay. Have you people written this?
1 second. After energy, what did you write? Like a powerhouse of cell and then energy and then ATP?
ATP,
Or
adenosine
ATP.
triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate.
Adenosine, right?
What's the role of the
Ma'am,
plasma membrane in the cell?
like the cell membrane, right?
Yes.
It controls what it gives the shape to the cell, and then like I guess it also controls what enters and like exits the cell.
Okay, what's the role of the nucleus in the cell?
Ma'am, I mean like the nucleus is technically like the what do you call, the like the heart, no, like the brain of the cell.
Central part of the cell. Why?
Because it nucleus is the what do you call, is the part of the cell that gives out like the energy.
Hmm? Are you sure? Is it giving energy? So what about the other cell organelles within the cytoplasm? Genetic material containing. Okay. Your nucleus is responsible for containing the genetic material such as your DNA, RNA, and proteins. Okay. These genetic material can be inherited in the form of genes. Okay. Chromosomes are there which transfers into the body from the parent to the child to inherit the characters. Okay. So your nucleus is containing the genetic material only. Okay. Have you people written this?
Yes, ma'am.
Sad, you also? Have you written this?
Almost done, ma'am.
Please write it and let me know.
Done, ma'am.
So this is the same process that how the food is helping you in gaining the energy. Okay. So see what is exactly happening in this. The same thing I'll repeat for this also. So whenever you are taking food into your body, okay, this food gets broken down into, see, this is the complex part. Okay. Complex components are further broken down into simpler ones. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this food is in the form of glucose. Okay. Ultimately, glucose is the best source for the energy. Yes or no? Do you people agree this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you have taken the glucose from the food. Okay. Now in the process of inhalation, what's happening? Oxygen is being taken into the body. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, we are not talking about exhalation here. See, this oxygen which we are getting as a product of inhalation combines with this food. Okay, glucose is C6H12O6. Okay, this is combining with this oxygen. I'm writing the same reaction. It is whatever we are exhaling. What do you people think? From where it is coming? From where it is coming? Do you people have any idea? We know that we are taking the oxygen from the atmosphere, but from where the carbon dioxide is being formed into our body? Do you people have any idea?
From ma'am, in the lungs, in the what do you call the bronchis? Yeah, the bronchis.
No, dear, there the exchange of gases is taking place, but there is no formation of gas. The formation of carbon dioxide is by this process only. Okay, so whatever food is there, after combining with the oxygen, it broke down. It is broken down into carbon dioxide, which we exhale. Okay, which we usually exhale with the release of water in the body and the energy. Fine? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? Please write this also. From where you are getting these byproducts. Um,
Done, ma'am.
can you people tell me the storage form of glucose in the animals? Can anybody tell me? Storage form of glucose in the body of animals. It is glycogen. Okay, it is glycogen. Fine, understood. And the storage form of glucose in plants is starch. Okay, it is starch. Have you people written this? I want you to write these two more points.
Okay, ma'am.
And do you people know where this glycogen is stored? It's stored in the liver and muscles. Okay, skeletal muscles.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Have you also written here?
Almost done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So if you see from this diagram, okay, so breathing and cellular respiration both are different processes. Okay, as I told you yesterday, that respiration known as the cellular respiration because it is taking place inside the cell. Okay, so similarly here also the human is taking the oxygen. Okay, it is going into your lungs. Okay, where the gaseous exchange is taking place. Okay, this gaseous exchange. I will ask each and every why I am repeating it 2-3 times because I will ask the same thing from in the next class, and I don't want anyone that I don't want to hear from. Okay, understood? So gaseous exchange is taking place at the alveoli level. Now keep it aside. Now oxygen which is coming into your body. This both things are taking place at the same time. Okay, oxygen is also coming as a form of breathing. Okay, and respiration is also occurring because oxygen is combining with the glucose. Now, as I told you, this is the cell. Here you have the mitochondria. Fine, this will generate the ATPs. Okay, and this glucose you are getting from the food. So it is taking place inside the cell. Combining of the oxygen with the glucose is taking only in the cell. Okay, so after combining with it, it is giving off carbon dioxide, where the gaseous exchange again has taken place at the alveoli level and it is exhaled from the mouth. Now, one thing I want to ask from this, what happens if the glucose is not absorbed into the cell? And I can give a hint also. This is linked to a disease also.
I mean, like, ma'am,
Carbon dioxide would be formed.
One by one. Shreya, yes.
Ma'am, like carbon dioxide would be formed.
If the glucose will not, I'm asking if the glucose will not get absorbed into your cell for the respiration. So what will happen then? Yes, Ad, you were saying something?
Ma'am,
the person won't get energy.
that's a tendency.
Okay, the person will not get energy. Then what will
Ma'am,
happen?
like the formation of carbon dioxide, water, and the energy in the cell won't take place.
Yes, it won't take place and it is linked to also it is linked to a disease also known as diabetes. Have you
Diabetes.
people
Um,
okay, this is the only cause when the cell doesn't absorb your glucose. Okay, and the glucose, since it is not absorbed in the cell, so glucose levels increases in the blood. Okay, if it is not absorbed into the cell, the glucose level increases in the blood. Okay, and this will what will happen? This will lead to hyperglycemia. Okay, hyperglycemia is the term for the high blood sugar level. Okay, understood?
1 second. Correct.
You can write it. This I have written for the information. Although
What
it is
spelling did you write? Sorry, at HYPERG.
hyper HYPER
Hmm.
hyper GLY.
Hmm.
This is CEMIA. CEMIA.
CEMIA. Okay.
CEMIA. When the blood sugar level increases. High blood glucose level also you can call it. That's why it is
Then,
important
ma'am.
that your glucose should be absorbed into your cell so that it can be utilized for the energy. If it is not being absorbed by the cell, you will not gain energy and the blood glucose level will increase.
Ma'am, what reasons can be behind this? Like why the glucose is not getting absorbed
One
by the
of
cell?
the biggest reasons, Shreya, for the diabetes is obesity, sedentary lifestyle. Do you know what is obesity?
Yes, ma'am. It's like when you eat a lot of fatty food and then a lot of junk food and then like
Yes. Increased in body weight, okay,
yes,
due to the accumulation of excessive bad cholesterol. Okay, not good cholesterol. Not every fat is bad for your body. You require the fat in adequate amount for the energy because fat is ultimately the energy source. But what if bad cholesterol get accumulated in excessive amount in the body? So it will cause hindrance for this process. Your glucose won't be able to get into the cell. Okay, and this will ultimately lead to the hyperglycemia. Okay? That's why it is always said after eating you should do walking. Okay, why it is said that every morning you have to do walking, you have to do exercises, you have to intake water. Okay, due to these reasons only, so that your glucose, whatever you have eaten, should get absorbed into your cell and you would be able to get the energy from that. Okay, you people must have observed whenever you eat something sweet, okay, you instantly get the energy. Why? Have you people
ma'am.
ever thought of this, that whenever you will eat something sweet and you instantly get the energy? Why?
Ma'am,
Because
because
Because it has a high level of sugar and like glucose.
yes, glucose. It has high level of sugars and high level of glucose. What if you will continue eating those sugars? Your start taking the glucose in higher amount, so they will start accumulating in your blood rather than going into the cell. If you have not exercised, if you have not done the walking after eating that, okay. So sedentary lifestyle is the ultimate cause for every disease in the body, not only the diabetes, but all other diseases also. So, whatever, whosoever is there in your uh, at your home, majorly the elderly population is affected by these conditions. Okay, so always ask them to start doing work from at least 30 minutes. Okay, for at least 30 minutes, and this can go up to 10,000 steps in the day. And you will ultimately see the impact that their sugar level will be controlled conservatively only. They don't need to take any medicine for that. If they will continue to do exercises and modify their lifestyle. Okay, and the foremost, the important is they don't have to, if their sugar level is too much, so they don't have to take excessive sugary foods. Okay, understood?
Okay, ma'am.
Now, so in the next class, I'll start with the types of respiration. Today, I am leaving you people till here only, and I'm going to ask all these questions. So, Saad, Shreya, and whosoever other student is there, okay, please revise these topics from your textbook also and come with your doubts. Okay? You people can leave the meeting now.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.